Capuchin TV.
Ni baraka toka kwa Mungu, kweli kweli, ni baraka kweli, ni baraka toka kwa Mungu, kweli kweli, ni baraka.
Endelea kutazama Capuchin TV. Kitambulisho Katoliki.
Hello and welcome to today's Catholic Focus News Bulletin. I am Susan Bulemi and our sign language interpreter is Ken Mwangi. With the country facing ongoing economic pressures and a sharp rise in the cost of essential commodities, including fuel, environmental stakeholders are now calling for a nationwide shift towards clean energy as a sustainable solution to both environmental conservation and the high cost of living. The call was led by Sister Sebastian Mary, an environmental supervisor, who emphasized the need for institutions and the church to actively promote and expand solar energy initiatives while educating communities on the importance of clean energy use. Her sentiments were echoed by Stephen Keza, the African Program Coordinator for Laudato Si, who underscored the urgency of transitioning to sustainable energy sources, saying it is key to addressing both environmental degradation and the rising cost of living.
We as religious, we have a role and a responsibility to make this happen, because we are already seeing that our people are suffering because of unaffordability of commodities, starting from the groceries to fuel, and so our people are suffering, and we are also suffering from high bills of electricity and many other things, gas and all that. So as a church, as a faith-based organization, JPIC Franciscans Africa is calling on all of us to fulfill the call of Pope Francis, who called us to care for our common home, doing the same, following us and challenging us as Franciscans to take care of our common home. And so this is not just a rhetoric talk, but it is a call to action to all of us who are Franciscans, who are religious, so that when we serve the community and the local communities who are suffering from all this, they may one day enjoy a green transition and a clean energy. But I call upon all of us to be ready to divert from fossil fuel to clean energy so that we can be example.
So the campaign here is all about calling for an urgent shift from fossil fuel system that has caused a lot of problems and poverties in our communities, where our countries are still suffering from debts and the high cost of fuel that is affecting also the high cost of living in our countries. People to access electricity, it is not easy, and this we need also a system of energy, clean energy, that is community centered, which respond to the issues of social justice in our communities, because we know we need to take into consideration all dimensions of life. Educations, we need to have energy that can help education to be of quality even in the many remote areas. The health, We know that hospitals and dispensaries, some medicine need to be stored in a place where, yes, there is electricity, there is access to energy. So there are all these dimensions of life, even for small business in the community level. So that is why we cannot wait. As a people of faith, we are giving this moral voice, telling the world that it is important to ensure the dignity of people in our communities. So fossil fuel does not ensure that social justice that we need, does not ensure human dignity that we need, and that is what the church stands for, and that is what we are promoting.
And now focusing on matters concerning health sector here in our country, the Mater Misericordia Hospital in Nairobi has received a major boost in healthcare services following the official handover of medical equipment donated by Mater Misericordia University Teaching Hospital in Dublin, Ireland. The ceremony has brought together key health sector leaders, including Sister Dr. Mary Ngui, the Chief Executive Officer, and dignitaries including Ireland's ambassador to Kenya, as the institutions strengthen their partnership aimed at improving patient care and medical services in the country.
May this technology, combined with human compassion, serve as a beacon of hope and a conduit of your divine healing.
So today we're here to celebrate I suppose a shipment of equipment for the hospital here in Nairobi that has come from the Mater Hospital in Dublin, and it's an important part, I suppose, of the MOU and the strategic partnership, but also the circular economy of making sure that medical equipment, that its utilisation is optimised. And we're really delighted to be able to present the equipment today to the Mater Hospital.
Today is a big day. What brings us here today, we have a partnership with the Mater Misericordia Hospital Dublin, where our hospital was founded, and therefore we are partnered with them in terms of broadening our specialties in areas of critical care, oncology, radiology, cardiothoracic, culture change, and anything else that we can benefit from them. And of course, leadership and governance. So today, we had the honor of inviting Her Excellency Katrina Nkospe, who is the Irish ambassador, to come and officially hand over the equipment to us. And she has done that and very graciously, and we are very happy. And this partnership is going to continue, and as you have heard, we are even aspiring to be a teaching university affiliated to Ireland.
So the areas of collaboration that we have with the Mater in Dublin include areas in oncology, critical care, radiology and imaging, and service design, basically patient experience. So this equipment is spread out in those areas, so it includes equipment for use in theatre, operating beds. It includes equipment for use in our cardiac program, that's an echo machine. It includes ultrasounds and monitors and all those ancillary equipments that would be beneficial in those service areas. So one important bit of healthcare is usually getting the right diagnosis, and therefore part of the equipment that we have aids in the diagnostics bit of it. And once this is done in the area of now intervening, we also have equipment to support that, so that cumulatively we provide the best quality of care to our patients.
And now we shift to the western region of Kenya, where parents in Bungoma County have been urged to stop hiding children living with autism and instead embrace them, provide proper care, and ensure they access education just like other children, as stakeholders push for greater awareness and inclusion. Here's Tracy Chebet with a full report.
Speaking during the official opening at Tendo Autism School in Bungoma Town, the institution's Chief Executive Officer, Martha Masitsa, encourage parents to accept their children's condition to take advantage of such learning facilities to ensure they are educated and nurtured equally, noting that stigma has long denied many children access to education.
Being autistic or having a child with autism does not mean that is final. Do not name these children. Do not hide them away in your homes. Bring them out so that they can be able to have help. Maybe your help could have come as early as when the child was 2 years. And you have kept the child away because you are chased from school when the child started school. Please, this is the place to be. This is the place to support. For all the financiers, please.
Her sentiments were echoed by Deliverance Church Bishop Grace Ongeri, who urged parents not to lose hope in raising children with autism, but instead remain patient, supportive, and committed to their development.
Bring these children here, they are safe, they'll be taken care of. We have physiotherapists, we have trained teachers, SNE teachers, we have good caregivers. We also have a daycare whereby we will also have children so that the autistic children can interact with them.
Reporting for Catholic Focus, I'm Tracy Chebet.
There is growing outrage in Gatondo South over the spread of illicit alcohol and second-generation brews, with residents led by mothers taking to the streets to demand urgent government intervention. The protests follow a string of deaths linked to the consumption of the toxic brews, with locals accusing authorities of inaction despite the presence of multiple illegal outlets operating openly. As Asasha Elizabeth unpacks in the following report, the demonstrators say the crisis is now spiraling into a social emergency, destroying livelihoods and putting the future of young people at risk.
Tension ran high in Gitwe-Kienjemi village as angry residents, mostly mothers, staged protests over the rising toll of illicit brews on young men in the area. The women say at least 7 youths aged between 19 and 35 have died, with 2 recent cases linked to suicide after alleged addiction to the brews.
Niko ni mahali kunaitwa Kiamolia. Mahali yule kijana jana alijinyongea kwa hii mti iko hapa, na kuna mwingine bado alijinyongea pale, na kuna wengine wamejinyonga wengi. Sababu last year tuliwazika 2, hapa Kiamolia tuliwazika 5. Ile njia ingine imeingia Kahuwe tumewazika wengine 3. Sasa sisi tunasitikika sana sababu tunayo serikali tunataka kushughulikiwa.
They claim the village has over 14 pubs and liquor outlets, many operating around the clock, selling dangerous alcohol brands and drugs to vulnerable youth.
Hizi vilabu ziko Gitwe, tuko nayo moja iko pale Shakahola, tuko na vilabu mingi sana, karibu 20. Hatutaki hizo vilabu tena. Tena we don't want those idlers. Hatuwataki, wacha waende wakiendanga. Ndio wanatuharibia watoto wetu. Ndio wamefanya hao watoto ati mtu akitoka mahali ameenda kutafuta shilingi yake, akifika pale hawezi hata ingia. Anapapaswa hiyo pesa yote inaenda. Hawezi fanya kitu. Huyu mwenye alijinyonga jana alikuwa amenunua mabati. In fact huyo kijana alitoa hiyo mabati yote na kuuza na kupelekea mwanamke pale. Yote akaikula. Alikuwa amekula chama. Yote akaifagia. Sisi tumekataa kama wanawake. Mumekataa. Mumekataa. Bila tunasikia uchungu, tunataka tuondolewe hiyo vilabu kule. Ni mingi imewekwa 14. Vilabu hapa Gitwe zimewekwa 14. Kwa hivyo ni wapi kumewekwa vilabu kama hivyo? So sisi tumekasirika sana wa mama, sababu watoto wetu watakufia huko. Si watoto wetu 6 tumezika kwa sababu wa vile wametoka pale wakaingia kwa yule kijana kwanza alijinyonga kwa mama nyumba. Mama yake akikuja akakuta amejinyongea kwa nyumba.
They are now calling for an immediate crackdown on illicit brews and warning they will take matters into their own hands if action is not taken.
Watu wa Gatondo South na hapa Kiamolia na Gitwe tumekasirika kwa sababu watoto wetu wamepotelea kwa hii pombe haramu, wamepotelea kwa watu wakabia wale wanauza pombe, na hivyo wanawatumia baadaye wanawaitisha pesa. Kila akienda kwa kazi wanakuja wanaitisha pesa, baadaye wakisikia wameshindwa, wengine wanajinyoga, wengine wanakaa desperate. Kwa hivyo sisi tumekasirika.
Hizo za nasari hapa, hata mimi jana tulikuwa meeting hapa Gadugu, niliuliza kwani nasari iko na watoto 10? Hakuna watoto, wanazaliwa na nani?
Asasha Elizabeth reporting for the Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV.
Moving on, residents and property developers in Machakos County have been issued with a stern warning over the illegal encroachment of riparian reserves and natural waterways, which authorities say has significantly worsened flooding and led to the displacement of families in several areas, including Githunguri in Muthwani Ward, Mavoko Sub-County. The county government says preliminary assessments point to blocked drainage systems and construction on protected riparian land as key drivers of the recent flooding, which destroyed property and forced emergency evacuations. Officials have now announced intensified enforcement measures, including deployment of surveyors and engineers to identify illegal structures, with those found in violation marked for demolition in line with the law, as residents are urged to seek approval before undertaking any development.
Mimi nimechukua wakati nikatembea kutoka pale juu mahali hii eneo inapakana na shamba la airport, na nikaangalia tatizo liko wapi. Wakati nilifika nilipata maafisa hapa kwa barabara, nikawaambia sitaki kuonyeshwa kwa barabara, tuende mahali tatizo imeanza. Tukaenda pale juu intake mahali mtu inaingia kutoka airport, tukaangalia tatizo pale. Nikaona kwamba maji yalikuwa yamekusanyika mengi sana, maji mengi pale. Ile maji ilikuwa imekusanyika pale, ilikuwa imetengenezwa damu. Ile maji pale ungeingia, kila mtu angeloa maji, angezama, angekufa maji pale, sababu maji yalikuwa yamekusanyika mengi sana. Unajua kwa lugha yetu ya Kikamba tunasema mahali maji inafika, ukipitia pale unaona maji ilipita hapa miaka kama 20 ama 30 imepita. Usijenge pale ukifikiri pale sio njia ya maji. Siku ya maji ya kuja ikifika, maji itakuja mpaka wapi? Mpaka mahali pale. So sasa nimetembea na hiyo mto yote kutoka pale juu hadi hapa. Nikaona watu wengi wamejenga kwa maji, kwa barabara ya maji, waterway. Niwahimize wananchi wetu, urban residents, ukinunua shamba tafadhali usimwamini ule mwenye anakuuzia. Fanya background check. Ongelesha maafisa wa serikali. Tumeajiri surveyors, tumeajiri building inspectors, watu wa kuelekeza wananchi mambo ya mashamba. Najua hii Mavoko watu wengi wamegongwa sana na kuuziwa mashamba mahali haifai. Kuuziwa mashamba kwa mtu, wewe unaambiwa hii ni bei rahisi. Niwaeleze wananchi watukufu, maji huwezi kuyazuia. Nguvu ya maji imemzidi mtu.
And that story right there from Machakos County brings us to the end of today's Catholic Focus News Bulletin. I am Susan Bulemi, and our sign language interpreter has been Ken Mwangi. Until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and remember to always keep it Capuchin TV.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. You are watching Capuchin TV. For any complaints, comments, or compliments on our programming, You can either write to us on info@capuchintv.co.ke or you can call us directly on 0717 424 866. Your complaint shall be addressed within 7 days. Remember to keep a copy of your communication with us. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity.
This Easter, enjoy a feast like no other on your StarTimes decoder. Fun-filled kiddie adventures. Yes. Thrilling sports. Oh my word! Blockbuster movies. Recharge your monthly subscription today and get upgraded to the next higher bouquet for 1 month. Unforgettable drama.
He's a good man.
I'm happy whenever I'm with him.
It's you, right?
You don't know me at all.
Do you believe in destiny? True love is an illusion.
Captivating reality shows and entertainment the whole family will love. Recharge your monthly subscription today and get upgraded to the next higher bouquet for 1 month. Download the StarTimes On app and stream live channels on the move. StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.